They are getting set for the second semifinal game. This one will feature San Antonio Wagner taking on Laredo Martin. We'll take a quick break and we'll get back for the opening tip-off of this one. We're on the pregame show on Real Sports Live.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Real Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Palmview, Alton, Westlaco, and Pharr. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, a 2019 Ford F-150 for just 0 interest for 72 months, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 money down. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Welcome back here as we're at the regional tournament here in San Antonio, Texas for Class 5. This is the second semifinal game. I'm Joe Bowling with you. My wife Dahlia on the camera as we are live here in San Antonio for this matchup between Wagner and Laredo. And a matchup to see who takes on Harlan. Harlan victorious earlier in the game against Pioneer. They've already made their way to the championship game, which is scheduled for 2 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. We'll take a quick break and we'll be back for the opening tip-off of this one. This is Real Sports Live. We'll go ahead and keep it right here as they are announcing the two teams. Again, San Antonio Wagner will be a home team on the scoreboard, and Laredo Martin will be the visiting team as we are bringing you high school basketball coverage here from the regional tournament in San Antonio, Texas. Reminding you we have additional broadcasts going on right now. We've got high school softball taking place. From 2 different locations, and we also will be having another basketball game covered coming your way shortly as the Santa Maria Cougars at the Class 2 level are in the semifinals a little bit further up the road from us. Wagner Thunderbirds in the white uniforms come in with a record of 33-5 overall. Meanwhile, Laredo Martin 27-12. The Tigers will be in the red uniforms with the light trim. And also the Thunderbirds will be the home team with the white uniforms with the black uniforms. As we are waiting for the two teams to have their final break from the huddles and make their way out on the floor. 8 minutes on the clock, a good crowd on hand. It was a huge crowd for the earlier game, the Harlan and Pioneer game. And these fans had to wait around outside as they cleared the gym and then allowed them to come back in. 8 minutes on the clock as we are set to go with this one. For the Wagner Thunderbirds, standing in the center circle is DeMarcus Hendricks. Across from him stands Dean Blondmanville for Laredo Martin. Referee is ready to go. Ball is thrown in the air, and away we go. It'll be Martin basketball, and they'll have it to start this ball game. Chris Martinez has it in the open court. Handles it against the defense of Raul Torres. Martinez on the dribble, looking for some clear out. Nothing there. Top of the key it goes, and they'll work it into the hands of Kevin Garcia. Garcia, nothing there. Gets in the paint. Extra pass on the baseline won't go. Pass outside, deflected, but tracked down. Laredo Martin controls it. This offense is looking for something to produce. There's a steal on the turnover. Here come the Wagner Thunderbirds. Thunderbirds in the front court. Deshaun Jackson out there on the top. Takes a look at his own defense. Spins it over to Raul Torres. Torres back to Jackson. In the corner it goes. Three, no good. Rebound easily secured by Mark Carillon. And here comes Laredo Martin. Scoreless ball game here, just underway in the first quarter of this regional semifinal. Carillon on a clear out. Gets it outside to Kevin Garcia. Garcia in the open court. Works in the paint. Fadeaway jumper. Banks it in. First 2 points of the ball game belong to the Martin Tigers. Here comes Wagner. Back on the offensive end is Jackson. Jackson hands it off, and they'll set it up on the half-court set. Braylon Seals stepped out to catch a pass. Seals now catches on the right wing. Looking inside, they'll work it around the perimeter instead. Three on the way, and no good. 2 threes attempted thus far by Wagner. Offensive rebound by DeMarcus Hendricks. Keep it outside. Ball in the hands of Torres. He wants a three. Misses that one. Rebound secured by Dean Bloomfield, or Blondmanville, that is, for Laredo Martin, and the Tigers can try to build on their 2-0 lead. On the dribble is Carillon. Isolated top of the key. Got a screen, looks inside, nice curl, layup, good. Basket made by Blondmanville. His first 2 points of the game. Wagner basketball, they'll stay on high. Thus far, they've elected to attack this zone beyond the arc. This time, kick it outside. No shot attempted by Jackson. They give him room. Spins it in the corner. Baseline move made by Torres. Inside, missed shot. Rebound comes out long. Laredo Martin gets a stop as Carlos Cortina secures the ball. Now a three on the way. Quick look. Off the back of the rim, won't go. Rebound secured by Sean Jackson, and here come the Thunderbirds. In the front court, a lot of contact there, and that'll stop play. A foul will be called. Stops the clock with 5:24 remaining here in this first quarter. Non-shooting foul. Inbound play coming up for Wagner. Baseline, nothing there for Jackson, has to back it out. Finds Braylon Seals. Seals listed as a 6'3 senior. Has it top of the key. Right side pass to Torres. Torres back to Seals. Wants a three. Answer, yes, sir. You got a feeling those threes would eventually start falling. They were just daring them to let them go. For Braylon Seals, his first points of the game. Thunderbirds defensively. Watch as Kevin Garcia brings it ahead for Laredo Martin. Nice crossover, got in the paint, spins it in the corner. Here's a three on the way, and good. Back and forth we go as the three-point line opens up on both sides. Cortina dropped that one in. Wagner back with the ball. Torres, top of the key. Seals wants a deeper three, and he buries it. Seals extends the range. Drops that one in. Martin maintains a 1-point lead. Here comes Garcia. Garcia in the open court. Handles it on the dribble. Backs it out. Step back three. And it's off the mark. No good. In the paint. Ball goes out of bounds. It'll be touched last by Laredo Martin's Dean Blondmanville. And it gives the ball to Wagner. Fans watching our game, give us a shout out where you may be watching these games from. It's always fun to see that. Trying to tune in on where the fans reach. Share the link on our Facebook side. If you haven't done so already, please follow and like our page on our Facebook. And, of course, subscribe to our YouTube channel if you're watching there. Seals wants another three. This one won't go. Long rebound comes out. Tracked down there by Brian Bigley now in the ball game for Wagner. Bigley launches a long three. Off the mark, no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Nice block out that time by Laredo Martin's Mark Carillon. And it will be Martin basketball out of bounds. Earlier I gave a three to Cortina. It was Carillon that scored the three for Laredo Martin. Martin basketball in the backcourt. Garcia brings it up. Guy has to take care of the ball against some stuffed defense by Jorney Phillips. Handles it in the paint. Banks it up, no good. Point blank shot missed. Easy rebound, and here come the Wagner Thunderbirds with now a chance to take the lead. Work the ball outside to Jackson. Further out to Seals. Seals has already shown he's got range out there. Backs out near the volleyball line. They'll let him dribble it there. Bigley to Seals. 3. Answer, no. Rebound in the paint. Taken down by Blondmanville for Martin. Already Wagner has attempted 8 shots beyond the arc. They're 2 of 8 as a team out of the gate. Martin leads by 1. On the dribble is Martinez. Hands it inside to Garcia. Goes to work in the paint. Turns, backs his man in. Has it blocked. Rebound pinball's out of bounds, and it's off of Martin. What a nice job defensively that time by Journey Phillips to block the shot in such a way that it'll carry him off the shooter. Give the ball to Wagner. Thunderbirds try to take their lead. They'll have it outside. Working the hands of Seals. Seals gives it to Phillips. In the corner it goes. Jackson there. Spins it out high to Seals. All perimeter play. Phillips wants a 3. That rattles out, no good. Another rebound by Kevin Garcia. 1 and done for the Thunderbirds, and the 3s continue to be launched. But thus far, they're not feeling it as far as shots going in. Garcia has it. Leave him open for a moment. Takes it off the dribble. Spins in the lane. Missed a shot but got fouled. Garcia took it right into Journey Phillips. And with 2:04 remaining here in the first quarter, free throw opportunity coming up for Kevin Garcia. Garcia listed as a 6'4" sophomore. Will be at the line when we return. We continue our coverage of the regional semifinals at the Class 5 level. From San Antonio, Texas, I'm Joe Bowling with my wife Dahlia right by my side. Back after this.
Sponsoring tonight's game is Diamond 8 Concrete, located at 20880 Parker Road in Santa Rosa. Sponsoring tonight's game is Diamond 8 Concrete.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes, and records memorabilia at Forever Memories today. Located at 237 North Sam Houston in San Benito, Texas, there's over 10,000 records on display and more coming every day. Looking for your favorite album from the past, first pressings, collectible.
Back here, Garcia at the free throw line stands for Laredo Martin. First one good. Kevin Garcia in the game has now got 3 points scored. Shooting-wise, Wagner, 20% from the field, 2 of 10 overall, 2 of 9 outside the arc. Just 1 shot in the paint, they missed that. Laredo Martin, 3 of 7 as a team, 43% shooting. 2 of 4 inside the arc, 1 of 3 beyond the arc. Garcia makes 1 free throw, makes another, and now it's a 9-6 ball game. Wagner with the ball. Down by 3, they trailed thus far throughout this game. Jackson has it on a clear out on the right-hand side. Got a man in the air, spins it outside. They dare Hendricks to shoot. Kick it over for a 3 by Bigley, and that one won't go. Rebound secured by Garcia. And here come the Martin Tigers back on the offensive end. Directing some traffic. Garcia hands it off to Chris Martinez, who now checks in the game. Martinez listed as a 6'1" junior guard. Back inside Garcia, lost it off the dribble. Muscling his way through there is Jackson to secure the ball. Fans want to travel on that call. These officials are letting it go physically. Shot on the way, up and in, made by Jashawn Jackson. What a nice finish that time, and he showed strength on the defensive end and even more strength on that offensive shot as he put it down. 9-8 ball game. Martin with the ball as Martinez has it. Guarded straight up by Jackson. Spins the left-hand side, caught there by Mark Carillon. Carillon puts it on the floor. Stays out wide. Now he takes it off the dribble left-hand side. Got inside, but it's blocked out of there. Wagner coming back with the ball in a hurry in the front court. Staying beyond the arc. Nothing there for Jackson. Hands it off to Journey Phillips. Phillips gets in the hands of Seals. Seals the leading scorer thus far in the game. Now Steele stays wide. Off the dribble, right side to Bagley. Closing seconds here of the first quarter of play. Pass inside, now find a cutter that Seals with a jump stop. Got the shot away and got fouled. Free throw opportunity coming up for Seals. Braylon Seals, thus far in the game, with 6 points. First one, good. Ties the game at 9 apiece. Again, the shooting woes for Wagner continues. 2 of 11 as a team for 18%. 2 of 10 beyond the arc. At the free throw line, they're now 1 of 1 as a team. Braylon Seals looks to give them their first lead of the evening. And does. Substitution will check in the game as well for Wagner as Raul Torres checks back in. Also Eddie Fernandez. Fernandez listed as a 6-foot sophomore. Will check in for the final 9.8 seconds. Martin with the basketball in the backcourt into a double team. Nearly stolen it is. Layup left side, good. 3 seconds to go, 2-1. Garcia won't get a shot away. 1 quarter in the books. Wagner leads Martin. This is Rio Sports Live.
You just have to have Freddie Fender, Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, Elvis, Rock, Classics, Tejano, it's all here. Organized and priced for you. Forever Memories, 237 North Sam Houston, San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live. Joe Bowling with you. Thanks again for joining us here as we come in with continued coverage here of high school basketball tonight. From the Class 5 regional semifinal, this is San Antonio Wagner taking on Laredo Martin. 3-point lead for Wagner out of the gate. Despite the fact they trailed for the most of that first quarter, it was 9 seconds left in the quarter before they take their first lead. Braylon Seals, 8 points in the game for Wagner, leading the way. 3 on the way to start the second quarter, won't go by Eddie Fernandez. Again, the three-point shooting continues to be an issue for this Wagner club. That one has it for the Martin Tigers on the dribble. A lot of contact there, and that'll stop play. Winder Nelson Vasquez on the dribble that time. Got fouled, and he'll head to the free throw line. Vasquez, a 6'2" senior, makes the first for the Martin Tigers. Tigers is a team from the free throw line, 3 of 3 out of the gate. Vasquez ready with another. Misses that short. Rebound in the paint, secured by Raul Torres for San Antonio Wagner. They lead by 2. And they trailed throughout that first quarter. Shots just weren't falling, but just at the last second, they got enough. Here's a jumper on mid-range. That one won't go by Jackson. Offensive rebound, though. In traffic, put it up and in. Nice finish by Journey Phillips. Phillips with 2. He's got 4 in the game. Laredo Martin with the ball, down by 4. On the dribble is Carrion. Spins it outside to Garcia. Garcia, guarded by Phillips. Tries to beat him off the dribble. Can't do it. Maintains control. And now a whistle blows. That'll be a double dribble on a late whistle. Indeed it was. But again, he controlled it, dribbled, moved forward before that actual whistle blew. Wagner now with the ball in the lead, up by 4. Staying outside is Jackson. Jackson to Torres, back to Jackson. Spreading the floor. You can see 3 players isolated outside. Work on the blocks going on. Here's a jumper on the way that won't go. Joshua Cobbs gets a rebound, gets it inside to Torres, spins it outside. Nice catch by Jackson. Penetrates in, dishes off inside, block shot, but a foul call. What a nice look that time by Jackson. And that'll send Raul Torres to the free throw line. For a chance at 2. Torres, first one, no good. Braylon Seals checks back in the game for San Antonio Wagner. Raul Torres ready to go at the free throw line. Misses that. Got his own rebound in traffic. Missed that shot too. Rebound in the paint. Garcia has it stripped away. Wagner will control it as Deshaun Jackson will reset it. That's just outworking him for the loose ball and recognizing just how physical you can be in this contest. Skip pass over. Seals on the dribble. Pulls the trigger. Back of the rim won't go. Offensive rebound. Easy stick back. Raul Torres is right there. 6-point lead now for Wagner. Ball on the sideline. Turnover as the Wagner defense has now stepped it up to another level. Six-point ball game. Martin fans not happy with that call at all. Wagner extending on the lead. It's a 4-1 run to start this second quarter. Jackson on the dribble. Gets it outside to Torres. Finds a man in the paint. That's Seals. Spins it back outside to Torres. Lobs it inside, and it's taken away. Easy pickings that time for Blondmanville, who's back in the ball game. Garcia has his pocket pick. Left side layup. No good. Offensive rebound. Put it in. Seals following the play. Timeout called. Wagner leading this one by 8. Back after this.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your vote. Blue Truck stands for 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get a 2019 Ford Ranger Crew Cab for just $26,977 and get 1.9% interest for 72 months. Vote Ford. Vote Hacienda.
Come and enjoy 2 full days of Texas Fest on March 13 and 14 at the San Benito Fairgrounds. Experience the Battle of the Alamo. See the fabulous Grammy winner Eddie the Reina Yavante and legendary Jaime de Anda, plus Los Garcia Brothers, Sereno, H3, Grupo Ácido, huge car show, market days, and join the IBCA State Championship Cook-Off. Take in Native Indian, Folklorico, and Aztec dancers, Reyes dancing horses, and rock climbing wall and games. Don't miss Texas Fest in San Benito.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, it is Laredo Martin that'll have the ball as we resume play here in San Antonio at this Class 5 semifinal game of the regional tournament. Martin controlled the tempo and the lead throughout most of the first quarter. Now they're seeing this San Antonio Wagner defense pick it up. There's a 10-second call. It's one thing to be patient against that press. Another thing, you have to move it forward eventually. And it'll be Wagner basketball out of bounds. Thunderbirds outscoring the Tigers 6-1 thus far here in this second quarter. Braylon Seals is the leading scorer, leading all scorers with 10 in the game. Ball goes out of bounds there. That'll give it to Laredo Martin. Our other basketball games are going on right now where we have coverage from San Marcos, where Santa Maria's in action, representing the Class 2 level. And also looking at our coverage in Kingsville going on tonight. Additional basketball coverage. Pause in the action before we resume play. We're waiting for Kevin Garcia. Check back in the game, and he's allowed to come back before they put it back in play. It'll be Martin basketball. Again, they have to be able to recognize this press and break that first. Now you got to set it up at the half-court set, and you can see Wagner's extended the defense way out near the mid-court stripe. Tigers on the drive, left-hand side. That's blocked out of there. Rebound, though, secured. Then it goes out of bounds. That'll be touched last by Wagner. You can see the physical play in this game. They call a foul on Phillips that time. Journey Phillips is like, hey, wait, I thought we were allowing that kind of stuff. And that's what you do as you're a player. If you see it's a physical game, starting out, you can push the envelope. You can see just how far can we go. Well, now that Phillips has committed that foul, you kind of get an idea this may be where we go. Lob inside to Garcia for the Tigers. One hands it over on the right-hand side. Off the dribble. Baseline move. Shot goes up, no good, but a charge will be called. Push off that time on Chris Martinez.
Chris Martinez. Thunderbirds ball.
Meanwhile, a couple of substitutions in the game for Laredo Martin. Wagner with the ball. Thunderbirds with the lead. The winner takes on Harlan. Off the dribble is Torres. In the corner it goes. Now they're daring Deshaun Jackson to shoot those threes. Elects not to just yet. Don't kid yourself, my friends. He's got that kind of range. Shooters usually just keep going and open it up eventually. Jackson now goes baseline. Whips a pass in the corner. Around the perimeter, back in the hands of Seals. Seals on a clear out. Takes it in the paint. Fadeaway jumper, and it's in. Two more for Braylon Seals. Seals now with a dozen points in the game. Laredo Martin will see pressure in the backcourt. Seals, quick defense that time. Bringing it ahead for the Tigers. What a move made. Now ball in the paint. Shot goes up and Seals sends it out. Garcia catches it. Takes it in traffic. Fadeaway jumper. Rims it out, no good. In the paint, rebound tipped out. Garcia three, won't go. Another rebound in the paint. This time Seals secures it. Back come the Thunderbirds, and then a foul will be called on Laredo Martin. And you can see there, going back to those two missed shots, Laredo Martin recognizing, okay, this is how physical it can go for rebounds. And when I talk about that, I'm talking about pushing, shoving, getting after the loose balls. And so what that led to was that open court foul that was called. Thunderbirds with the basketball. We're under 3 to go here in the first half. There's a three that's up and in. You wonder when they would start falling, and that time Jackson's able to put it in. Inside, nice shot finishing as Dean Blondmanville. 11-point lead, though, for Wagner. It's an 11-3 second quarter for the Wagner Thunderbirds. They work it around the perimeter. On the dribble is Jackson, attacks, spins it outside, corner three, answered, no. Offensive board, put it up, no good, and a foul call. Strong rebound that time for Wagner's DeMarcus Hendricks. Hendricks, listed as 6'3" as a senior. Thus far in the game, no points, but 3 rebounds. First one, good. Second one coming up is now a 12-point lead as Wagner's doubled up Martin. Second free throw coming up for DeMarcus Hendricks. Misses that. Laredo Martin with the ball in the backcourt. Pressure by Wagner off the missed free throw. Here come the Tigers in the corner, back outside. That's in the backcourt, taken away. Thunderbirds layup, count it. Pressure, pressure, pressure. Led to the easy layup. Tigers back with the ball, lobbing it inside. That's deflected, picked up. That'll lead to a Garcia 3, got it off, missed it. On the rebound, Hendricks commits a foul. For Hendricks, that'll be his first. And Laredo Martin will get another chance here. Set him in motion now. They'll catch it to Garcia. Garcia in a double team, puts it on the floor, backs into a man and gets tied up. That's just stout defense right there by the Wagner Thunderbirds. On the possession change, it stays in the hands of the Laredo Martin Tigers. Out in the hands of Garcia. Deep 3 on the way. That's off the mark, no good. On the rebound, a foul will be called, and they're going to call that on San Antonio Wagner. So Thunderbirds committing fouls now on back-to-back shot attempts. That pass nearly stolen as Deshaun Jackson is able to get a hands on it. Inbound play coming up for the Tigers. They better hurry. They call a timeout first. Minute 24 left here in the first half. Laredo Martin trails San Antonio Wagner. Class 5 semifinals at the regional tournament continues after this.
Stop by today and enjoy the food at the La Feria Cafe. Great food made to order. Handmade tortillas daily. Breakfast, lunch, and Friday stop in for supper. The La Feria Cafe, open 7 days a week off of Business 83 in La Feria, Texas.
At First Community Bank, we believe in small business.
When Jennifer and Jimmy Wilson started Wild August Nursery and Flower Farm, they found Ricky Leal at First Community Bank had the financing to help them grow.
Make FCB your bank.
Back here on Rio Sports Live, and Laredo Martin will have the ball out of bounds as we continue our coverage here from San Antonio, Texas. Joe Bowling with my wife Dahlia on the camera. And it will be Laredo Martin ball. They had trouble getting it in. They had to call that timeout. Again, this Wagner defense just can get lights out tough. That ball's up for grabs. Tipped and stolen. Here come the Thunderbirds. Quick pass ahead. Layup. Good. 2 more for the Wagner Thunderbirds. Tigers with the ball in the front court. Blondenville has it into a double team. Throws that into traffic. Ball caught. Kick it outside. On the dribble. Baseline move made. Lay it up and in. Strong finish that time by Vasquez. Kind of settles things down just a bit for Laredo Martin. Under a minute to go here in this first half. Ball on the outside to Jackson. Jackson stays wide, spins it back out. 3, answer, no. Rebound by the Tigers of Laredo Martin. Overhead pass to Garcia, further ahead they go. Carillon waits, puts it on the floor, backs it away between the circles, hands it off to Garcia. Garcia, guarded by L.J. Butler, takes him off the dribble, banks it up, got it to go, and a foul. 2 points scored, and to the free throw line goes Kevin Garcia. Garcia in the game has 6 points and 4 rebounds. And he'll step to the free throw line. Garcia at the line, 2 for 2 in the game. One shot coming here. Made it. San Antonio Wagner basketball. Deshaun Jackson appears to be walking up for one shot to close it out. He'll handle it between the two circles. To 6, down to 5, spins it outside to Bagley. Inside to Torres, that ball's deflected and stolen, and that's the end of the half. San Antonio Wagner scores 14 in the second, outscoring Martin 14-8. And they lead at the halftime break by 11. We'll be back with stats and more after this on Rio Sports Live.
Sponsoring tonight's game is Kansai Engineering, located at 1117 Stewart Place Road in Harlingen. Thank you, Kansai Engineering, for sponsoring tonight's game.
This game is brought to you in part by the Concession Stand in Santa Rosa, a locally owned business providing a terrific atmosphere before or after the games and supporting athletes of all ages. When you're in Santa Rosa, be sure to stop by the Concession Stand and choose from the wide assortment of goodies. An advertising partner with Rio Sports Live is the Concession Stand.
Back here in San Antonio, Texas on our halftime show. I'm Joe Bowling with you on Rio Sports Live. My wife Dahlia on the camera, but she's taking a rest. She's been here for the first game and now the second game. At halftime, San Antonio Wagner leads this one by the score of 28-17. Taking a look statistically at this ball game, the Thunderbirds shot 10 of 24 overall from the field for 42%. 7 of 11 inside the arc, 64%. 3 of 13 outside the arc for 23%. They made 3 of 7 at the free throw line for 43%. Took down 11 rebounds, 6 of those on the offensive end. For Laredo Martin, 6 of 15 overall shooting in the ball game for 40%. 5 of 10 inside the arc, 50%. 1 of 5 beyond the arc, 20%. 4 of 5 at the free throw line. Leading scorers in the ball game after one half of play. One player in double figures, that's Braylon Seals for the Wagner Thunderbirds. He has 12 points to lead his team. Deshaun Jackson, teammate, with 5. Jordan Phillips with 4. Raul Torres with 2. Earl Levins with 2. And DeMarcus Hendricks finishes the first half with 1 for San Antonio Wagner. For Laredo Martin, just 4 players in the scorebooks. Kevin Garcia leads away with 7 points, followed by Dean Blondinville's 4. Mark Carillon has 3. Winder Nelson ends with 3 points in the first half. Wagner led after a quarter at 12-9, despite trailing throughout that quarter until 9 seconds was left. It was a quick 4-point score. Back-to-back scores for them that put them up by 3. And then in the second quarter, they extend the lead, outscoring Laredo Martin 14-8. For Martin, held to single digits in scoring in the first and second quarter. We'll be back with more after this.
Internet is more than just uploads and downloads. It's about connecting people. VTX1 Companies is here for you, bringing communities closer together. VTX1 has connected customers for almost 70 years. Our internet service spans across South Texas to some of the most remote areas. Faster wireless service is now available in Palmview, Alton, West Laco, and Pharr. Call 1-800-446-2031 or visit vtx1.net to find out more.
It's Truck Month at Hacienda Ford, and we're asking for your...
Back here on Rio Sports Live in San Antonio, Texas. My friends, my wife Dahlia on the camera. Thanks again for joining us for our broadcast here of this contest. As we are continuing to battle with some internet issues right now, which appear to be having our stream interrupted on a regular basis. That being said, we'll try our best to keep it right here and see if we can fix this on the fly. And again, it looks like our internet is intermittent at best, which means we'll start freezing up. The audio may stick with us. I may be able to stick with it as far as the camera goes. We'll just have to play it by ear as far as how this thing operates with the internet. Our apologies to fans that are watching the game. We're at the mercy of the internet at times, and right now it appears that is the problem. So I'll take a break and we'll see if we can fix this back after this.
For 4x4 off-roading, outdoor living at its best. Red Truck stands for hitting the job site with all your tools. It's the right truck for the working man. So where do you stand? Right now, you can get the best-selling vehicle in America, a 2019 Ford F-150 for just 0 interest for 72 months, 0 payments for 90 days, and 0 money down. Vote Ford. Vote.
Sponsoring tonight's game in 8 Concrete, located at 20880 Parker Road in Santa Rosa. Sponsoring tonight's game is Diamond 8 Concrete.
Music lovers, you have to stop and see the assortment of records, tapes.
Back here on Rio Sports Live as we continue to have some technical getting worse, not better. My friends, I do apologize here as we are actively trying to find out what may be causing this. What it does is it causes a freeze up of our broadcast as we start to lose more and more frames on our drop frames. Don't have much else I can do, my friends. I'm